Hello, PEP students. Welcome to another live PEP class. Today is Friday. This is Friday afternoon. And so we will be doing our curriculum-based test. So last week we started this particular test. This test has 80 questions and we did 1 to 40. So we are aiming to complete the remaining 40 questions this evening. So we are not going to be playing around. We're going to go straight into the questions. Sorry. But before that, I'm going to play our schedule of live classes. So you can write down these dates and times so you'll know when we do what session. Hello CSEC math students, I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now in this series we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything, make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars, did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand. All right, so we're going to go into it now. And let me invite my scholars to join me. All right, so welcome, John.
Hello, Miss. I finally got my camera fixed.
Welcome, John, Amari, Legende, Madison.
Hi, Miss.
All right, so let's get into it.
So, Miss, only 4 people can be on the live stream.
5 at a time.
Oh, okay, Miss.
Myself included.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Miss.
All right, so it's 40 questions. And let's go to question 1. Okay, so 41. Which type of triangle has 3 equal sides?
Miss
type
B.
Equilateral.
All right, so I'm going to, so that's correct. 3 equal sides, that's B, equilateral. All right, John, read question 42, please.
Okay, Miss.
Question 42. Which line segment in the circle represents its diameter? Number 42. Which line segment in the circle represents diameter? Miss A P Q. Miss, because diameter is half of the circle.
Okay. All right, that's correct. So it's A P Q. Amari 43.
Okay, Miss. Number 43. Of the polygons shown below, which is a pentagon? Number 43. Of the polygons shown below, which is a pentagon? A. I.
What is a pentagon?
Miss, a pentagon has 5. Miss, it's a shape and it has 5 corners, Miss, and 5 sides. Miss, you were saying the options.
Okay, I know, but because they are shapes, it's gonna be difficult. So just tell me the answer for this one, Amari.
Miss, the answer would be ID B.
Correct. Madison, next question.
Okay. 44. Which shape best describes the shaded region labeled K? A. Parallelogram. B. Rectangle. C. Rhombus. Or D. Trapezium. 44. Which shape best describes the shaded region labeled K? A. Parallelogram. B. Rectangle. C. Rhombus. Or D. Trapezium. Miss, I'd say a trapezium.
All right, so they're
Rhombus
talking
is
about this shape here.
parallelogram is obviously hold on, that looks like a rectangle.
All right, so that's correct. It's a trapezium.
It would look like a triangle if you put this side right here.
So the trapezium has 2 sides that are parallel, and we know that by the arrows. So these 2 lines are parallel, and the perpendicular heights. So it meets the 2 parallel sides at right angle.
Parallelograms last night.
Leighton, John and Amari, I'm getting too much noise from your corner. John, Amari, I'm getting too much noise from your corner. Leighton, number 45.
Miss, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
Number 45. What is the perimeter of the quadrilateral DEFG? A. 45 centimeters. B. 40 centimeters. C. 23 centimeters. D. 14 centimeters. Number 45. What is the perimeter of the quadrilateral DEFG? A. 45 centimeters. B. 40 centimeters. C. 23 centimeters. D. 14 centimeters.
So look back at the quadrilateral. The quadrilateral DEFG. So it's from D, E, F. Hold on, let me double check the so D, E, F, G. From D to E to F to G. Is that a quadrilateral? So 1, 2, there are 4 sides. So the entire shape.
Miss, 23 centimeters.
How did you get that?
Miss, I added up all the numbers. I added 10 to 4.5 to 4.5 to 4, and I got 23, Miss.
All right, so that is correct.
That one was quite easy. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. 46, John.
Okay, Miss. Number 46. If 2 lines are perpendicular to each other, it means dash. Number 46. If 2 lines are perpendicular to each other, it means Miss, therefore it's angle where they meet.
Please read the option. Now that I want you to talk, you're not talking. And a while ago when somebody else was talking, you were talking. So I want you to read the options, John.
Okay. They are the same length. B. They will never meet. C. They form an acute angle where they meet. D. They form angle. A. Then are the same length. B. They will never meet. C. They form an acute. D. They form a right angle where they miss it. D. They form a right angle where they meet.
All right, so perpendicular lines. So we have a vertical component and a horizontal component, and they form a right angle where they meet. So that's correct. Amari 47.
Okay, miss. Number 47. Which statement about congruent shapes is true? A. They must be the same shape and size. B. They may be different shapes but must be the same size. C. They must be the same shape but may be different sizes. D. They may be different shapes and different sizes.
Again, please.
Oh, 47. Which statement about congruent shapes is true? A. They must be the same shape and size. B. They may be different shapes but must be the same size. C. They must be the same shape but may be different sizes. D. They may be different shapes and different sizes.
Miss, can I answer this?
Hold on, allow Amari first.
Miss Miss I say A, miss. They must be the same shape and size.
All right, that is correct. So when two shapes are congruent, they have the same shape and size. 48, Legende.
Number 48. Which set has only polygons? Set 1. Set A.
For this one, you can just tell me which is it.
Okay. Miss, set 4.
All right, so you're saying set 4 has only polygons. Why do you say set 4?
Miss, because Miss, a triangle is a polygon.
Mm-hmm.
What is that called again?
A square.
No, I'm not talking about the square. Square are polygons.
How many sides does
The
this have?
last one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Octagon.
7, 8. So that's an octagon, 8 sides.
Octagon, miss. The triangle, square, and octagon are polygons, miss.
How do we know they are polygons?
Miss, may I say?
Go ahead, Madison.
Because polygons cannot have curved lines.
All right, so the polygon cannot have a curve. So we know these two are out because they are curved. What else?
Polygons cannot have like a space. They have to be full.
Right, so they cannot be open, they have to be closed. So these are out. So the polygon, there are 3 features that you can use to determine the polygon. It has to be flat. So it's a plane or flat figure. It has to have straight lines all the way around it. And it has to be closed. So no open spaces, no curves.
Miss, can I just put out one thing?
Pardon me?
Can I just put out one thing?
Sure.
I was going to say, some Madison typed in the chat said polygons cannot have straight lines. I think she made a mistake.
Yes, so she
Yes, it
said,
was a
right,
mistake.
so when she was explaining, she said curved, right? Okay. Madison, this one is yours now, 49.
Okay, miss. 49. The diagram below shows a symmetrical butterfly. Which line best represents the
Which
line of
line segment?
which line segment best represents its line of symmetry? A. E to F, B. G to H, C. I to J, or D. K to L. The diagram below shows a symmetrical butterfly. Which line segment best represents the line of symmetry? A. E to F, B, G to H, C, I to J, or D, K to L? Miss E to F
What is
and
a line of symmetry?
Miss the line where the two halves they meet. So when you fold it in half at that line, it's going to be the same.
Correct. So the line of symmetry is a line that cuts the shape into two exact halves, and you can fold it over, as you said. So we also call it a mirror line. So it's like you'd put the mirror here, you would see the reflection of this side. It would be the exact replica. Mari, back to you. Question 50.
Oh,
If you can't really see the top.
It says the diagram below shows a number of triangles labeled
the diagram below.
I to V. Use it to answer items 50 to 51. So Amari, read question 50.
Okay, miss. What type of angle is located at M? Question. What type is at M? A. Right. B. Reflex. C. Obtuse. D. Acute. A. Right. B. Reflex. C. Obtuse. D. Acute.
So this is M right here. So what angle is this at
Oh,
M?
yeah. Miss an acute angle.
What is an acute angle?
Acute angle is when the triangle is small.
When the triangle is small? Can you give me a more precise definition of an acute angle? Can anyone help Amari with this?
Miss, he's having trouble finding out what type of angle it is.
Can you explain, Madison, what are each of these angles here? Right, reflex, obtuse, acute.
Okay, Miss. A right angle is an angle that measures 90 degrees. A reflex angle is an angle that measures more than 180 but less than 360. An obtuse angle is an angle that measures, I think it's more than 100
No,
but
more
less
than
than,
90 degrees.
more than 90 degrees but less than 180. And an acute angle is less than 90 degrees.
All right. So Amari is correct. He said M is an acute angle, and it is. Um, he said it's a small angle, and acute angles they look small, but that's not the precise definition, right, Amari? So an acute angle is an angle that measures less than 90 degrees. So if we focus on this triangle here, we see it has a right angle, so the other two must add up to 90. So each of them must be less than 90. All right. John, number 51.
Miss. Number 51. Which two triangles are similar? A. I and I. Wait. B. 214. C. 213. D. 3 and 4. Oh,
B was 2 and 5. All right, so look at them and tell
B. 2,
which
3. Okay, miss.
which two
Miss
are similar.
C. 2 and 3, miss. Miss, I agree.
All right. Why do you say that?
Miss, well, miss, the strokes, miss, and they're just rotated in a different way.
All right, so these two sides are equal. These two are equal. So these two triangles, three equal sides. So that's correct. Madison, the diagram below shows boxes is stacked in the corner of a room. All the boxes are the same size. Use this information to answer item 52. Please read 52 for me, Madison.
52. How many boxes are stacked in the corner of the room? A. 25, B. 18, C. 13, or D. 8. 52. How many boxes are stacked in the corner of the room? A. 25, B. 18, C. 13, or D. 8.
All right, what do you say?
Hold on, miss.
Miss, can I answer?
Hold on, give her a chance.
Miss, B. 18.
All right, and how did you get 18, Madison?
Yes, I
Miss,
agree.
so the ones at the back that are stacked fully on each other, that's 6. Then the ones beside that, that's 4 plus the 1 down at the bottom. So 6 plus 4 is 10. And then the next one with the 1 stacked on top of it, you can count that as 2. And then 3, then 4, then 14. And then the 3 at the end. I
So
mean,
down here at the bottom, it's 4 times 3.
yes, miss.
So that's 12 at the bottom. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, so that's correct.
Miss, that's 8.
Pardon me?
You circled 8.
Oh, I circled 8. Sorry. All right, so I meant 18. All right. So Legende, the next question is yours.
Number 53. A polygon has two pairs of parallel sides, two obtuse angles, and two acute angles. What shape is the polygon? Number 53. A polygon has two pairs of
Parallel.
sorry, two obtuse angles, and two acute angles. What shape is the polygon? A. Parallelogram. B. Rectangle. C. Square. D. Trapezium. A. Parallelogram. B. Rectangle. C. Square. D. Trapezium. Miss, I read it a second time because I realized that the first time I read it, I didn't read the options.
Okay, so what do you choose?
Miss, I'm still thinking about it.
So let's draw them. So this is the parallelogram. Something like that, right? And we know the rectangle and the square and the trapezium. So which one has two pairs of parallel sides?
In the
Miss, it with the trapeziums because it has two pairs of parallel sides, two obtuse angles, and two acute angles.
The trapezium has two obtuse angles. Where are the two obtuse angles? It has two angles that are
Two
greater than
obtuse
90.
Actually, miss, I would say parallelogram.
All right, so let's look at the trapezium. Well, we can rule out the rectangle and the square because they have four right angles. Do we agree?
Yes, miss.
They do have two pairs of parallel sides. So this is parallel to this. This is parallel to this. These two are parallel. These two are parallel. So the rectangle and the square, they have two pairs of parallel sides, but they have four right angles in the corners there. So we rule out those two. The trapezium has one pair of parallel sides and two sides that are not parallel. So in the trapezium, these two are parallel. So that's one pair. but this and this are not parallel. So, and also the trapezium has one obtuse angle, one acute angle, and two right angles. So we rule that out too. So it's the parallelogram. These, see, the parallelogram has two sides that are parallel, two sides that are parallel. So two pairs of parallel sides. Two obtuse angle. This is one obtuse angle, that's the other. This is one acute angle, that's the other. Okay? All right. Whose question was it? Legende? All right. So now it's Amari's question.
Okay, miss. Number 54. How many vertices sorry, miss, does the solid represented by the net below have? Number 4. How many vertices does the solid represented by the net below have? A. 4, B. 10, C. 6, D. 5, A. 14, B. 10, C. 6, D. 5.
Okay. So
Hmm?
how many points of intersection for the faces? If we were
5,
to put it
miss.
together, it would make what, a prism, right?
Yes, miss.
This is the
Yes.
net of a prism. All right. So
Miss, can I say the answer?
okay.
B10.
So where are the vertices? So we know this is 1, 2, 3, right?
Miss, we can't see where you're counting.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me check something. You can't see where I'm pointing?
No, no, miss.
No, miss.
Miss.
How comes?
We don't see a mouse, miss.
Hold on. Let me try again. You can't see my mouse here?
No,
No,
miss.
miss.
But you're seeing the net though, right?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Wow.
miss.
I,
We see
all
when
this
you
time I
draw.
thought you were all this time I thought you were able to see my. Did you see this that I drew here?
Yes,
The
miss.
red thing, miss?
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Do
miss.
you
We see
see
when you
do
draw.
you see the cursor on this now here?
No, miss.
No, miss.
Oh. All right. So the vertices are where they are the points where the lines meet each other. All right. So all right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So 10 is correct. 10 is correct. The points where they meet each other. Legende, back to you.
Number 55. What does the symbol mean? A. Not equal to. B. Equal to. C. Less than. D. Greater than. Number 55. What does the symbol mean? A. Not equal to. B. Equal to. C. Less than. D. Greater than. Miss, can I answer that?
Is your question, ma'am?
Miss A. Not equal to.
Correct. So we have an equal to sign with a slash, and that means not equal to. Amari, 56.
Okay, miss. Number Number 56. What value must n have to make the number sentence below true? N plus 27 equals 43. A. 70. B. 60. C. 24. D. 16. Number 56. What value must n have to make the number sentence below true? N plus 27 equals 43. 70, B 60, C 24, D 16. Miss, the answer would be 16, miss.
And how you got 16?
So, miss, I said 43 is 43 minus 27.
All right. So to see what we add to 27 to get 43, we take 27 from 43. And
Yes,
we
miss.
do indeed get 16. That is correct. John number 57.
Okay, miss. This expression represents r increased by r. A r plus r, B r times r, C r plus 2r, D r times 2r. Number 57. Which expression represents r increased by r? A r plus r, B r times r, C r plus 2r, D r times 2r. Miss, the answer will be A, r plus r. Miss, I agree.
Correct. R plus R increased by R. Correct. Madison 58.
What is the value of 5a plus 6b when a equals 2 and b equals 3? A 22, B 27, C 28, or D 33. Number 58. What is the value of 5a plus 6b when a equals 2 and b equals 3? A 22, B 27, C 28, or D 33.
All right. So what do we have for that?
Miss C 28.
All right. And how did you get 28?
Miss 5a, which is 5 times 2, is 10. And then 3 sixes are 18. And 10 plus 18 is 28.
All right. So we're substituting um 2. I should put 2 there. We're substituting 2 where A is because they tell us that's the value of A. Right? So 2 is A is 2, so we put 2 where A is. 5 times 2, that's 10. And we put 3 where B is. 6 3 is 18. And 10 plus 18 is 28. Okay, Legende 59.
Number 59. What is the value of the expression? What is the value of the expression below? 3x bracket 4 plus 8 bracket divided by 2. A 10, B 16, C 18, D 24. Number 59. What is the value of the expression below? 3 times bracket 4 plus 8 bracket divided by 2. A 10, B 16, C 18, D 24.
All right. So what do you say, Legende? How do we work this?
Let me see, miss. I'm still thinking about it.
Miss, may I give
Miss
my
18.
opinion on the answer?
Hold on. How do you get 18, Legende?
I type in the expression
So
in my calculator.
no, ma'am,
Miss,
not
can
at.
I
Hold
please give
on,
you the
hold
answer?
on, hold on, please. Legende, we don't use calculator in PEP. What I want you to do, Legende, is to work the bracket first. Okay? Work the bracket first. So we
Okay,
write
miss.
back the 3 times. And what is 4 plus 8? Work that first.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Miss 12.
Okay. So now you're going to work it in the order that is given. So what's 3 times 12?
3 times 12 is 38. 36, miss.
Divided by 2. Work it out.
36.
36 divided by 2. Work that out. Don't punch it in your calculator. So set it out. 36 divided by 2. 2 into 3.
2 into 3, miss. 2 into 3 goes 6 times, miss.
You can get 6 twos out of 3.
1, miss. 1.
Remainder what?
Remainder is 1, miss.
And 2 into 16.
2 into 16. 2 into 16. 16. I'm coming, miss. I need a
2
piece
times
of
what gives 16?
use what? Um. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 3, 4, 4, 4. 4 times 4, miss.
2 times what gives 16?
2 times.
Say your 2 times table for me.
2 ones 2, 2 2 4, 2 3 6, 2 4 8, 2 5 10, 2 6 12, 2 7 14, 2 8 16. Miss, I
2
was thinking
times
about
2
2
times
7
what gives 16?
14. Miss, 2 times 8.
All right, what is the answer?
18, miss.
Letter?
C, miss.
Okay. All right. Amari, you'll take us to halfway. It's 80 questions. We're at number 60 from 40. Read number 60 for me, please, Amari.
Okay. Number 6. If 18y equals 72, which expression will give the value of y? Miss I 72 divided by 8. Read the option, Miss.
Are you
A.
going to read the
7.
options for me?
Yes, Miss, I'm going to do that now. I forgot, Miss.
Okay.
A. 72 plus 18. B. 72 divided by 18. C. 72 minus 18. D. 72 times 18. And Miss, my answer is B, Miss. 72 divided by 18.
Okay. So if 18 times a number gives 72, then the number is 72 divided by 18. All right. So we are halfway through the paper and just about halfway in terms of the time. I want to welcome Jer. He's late, but it's better late than never. Welcome, Jer. And excuse me for 1 split second. 1 split second.
Miss, 1 split second is gone.
I think he's already gone.
is the 1 split second up. So 61. So Jer, late come on, you can have this one. Question 61.
Okay, Miss. 61. Sally has S apples. John has 2 times as many apples as Sally, which represents the number of apples they have altogether. Sally has S apples. John has 2 times as many apples as S, which represents
Sally.
the number as Sally, which represents the number of apples they have altogether.
Please read the options.
A 2 times S, B 2 plus S, C 2S plus S, D 2S plus 2S.
What's your answer, Jer?
Miss, I say C.
Hold on. Something went wrong. I need to share screen again. All right, so you're saying 2S plus S.
2S plus S, Miss, yes.
Okay, why are you saying 2S plus S?
Miss, because the amount of apples what Sally has is represented by S, and John has 2 times that amount.
All right, so Sally has S and John has 2S. All right, so the total altogether will be S plus 2S. That's correct. Okay. All right, number 62. Who went just before I left? Was it Legende or Amari?
Miss, I think it was Jer.
I think it was John.
Yeah.
Who got that
Oh,
one?
so I didn't go.
Amari got this
Was
one.
Jer.
Okay. So, Angier. So, John, it's your turn. It's your turn, John. Number 62.
Okay. Number 62. When a number is increased by 10, then doubled, the result is 28. Which mathematical sentence represents this? Number 62. The number is increased by 10, then doubled, the result is 28. Which mathematical sentence represents this? A. Q times 10 plus 2 equals 28. B. Q plus 10 plus 2 equals 28. C. Q times 10 times 2 equals 28. D. Q plus 10 times 2 equals 28. Miss, I would say D. Q plus 10 times 2 equals 28.
All right. So, which one? D? D, you said? Q plus 10 times 2. Okay, so the number is increased by 10. So, we add 10 and then double. So, times 2. Right. So, that's correct. All right. Madison, question 63.
Okay, Miss. 63. The scale below is balanced. The volleyball has a mass of 280 grams and the cricket ball has a mass of 180 grams. What is the mass of one tennis ball if they are both identical? A. 60 grams, B. 80 grams, D. 120 grams, or C. 120 grams, or D. 140 grams. 63. The scale below is balanced. The volleyball has a mass of 280 grams and the cricket ball has a mass of 160 grams. What is the mass of one tennis ball if they are both identical? A. 60 grams, B. 80 grams, C. 120 grams, or D. 140 grams.
All right, what say you, Madison? All right, let me check the chat to see if any answers are being posted while Madison is working that. All
Miss, I
right.
got my answer.
What answer did you get?
A. 60 grams.
Explain.
Miss, can you
So
please
first,
repeat?
so firstly, I minus the 160 from 280, and I got 120, and then I divided it by 2, and I got 60.
Why did you subtract 160? So you said you took 160 from 280. Why did you do that?
Miss, because we wanted to find the mass of the two tennis balls and the tennis balls and the cricket ball are the same weight as the volleyball. So you wanted to find out the difference and then half of that number to find out one
Oh,
of the tennis balls.
okay, so these three balls, the two tennis and the one cricket, together weigh the same as the volleyball because it's balanced. We know the weight of the cricket, so we're going to subtract that from the equation. So we're left with 120, and you're saying this 120 that we're left with should be shared equally between the tennis balls, since they are both tennis balls and it's two of them. So you divided 120 by 2 and you got 60, and that is correct, 60 grams. That was question 63. All right, JR 64.
Yes, miss?
Number 64, please.
Okay, miss. 64. Which is the best population to study in order to determine the most delicious lunch in a school's canteen? 64. Which is the best population to study in order to determine the most delicious lunch in a school's canteen? A. The members of the student's family. B. The members of the student's churches. C. The adults in student communities. D. The students in the school.
Read the options twice as well.
A. The members of students' families. B. The members of students' churches. C. The adults in the community. The adults in students' communities. D. The students in the school.
Okay, so which set would you interview and ask if you want to find out which are the most delicious, which is the most delicious
Yes,
lunch?
would it be D. The students in the school?
Why?
Because they're the one who would be eating the food.
Okay, so they should know. They're the ones who are going to buy and eat the food. John, number 65.
Okay, Miss. Number 65.
Sorry, not
What is
not John, not John as yet. Legion Day, please. Number 65.
A student scored. I'm coming, miss. A student scored 72, 90, 87, 76, and 90. Miss, okay. On five subjects in an examination. Use the scores to answer items 65 and 66. 65. What is the mode of the set of scores? A 90, B 87, C 76, D 72. A student scored 72, 90, 72, 90, 87, 76, and 90 on 5 subjects in an examination. Use the scores to answer items 65 and 66. 65. What is the mode of the set of scores? A 90, B 87, C 76, D 72.
Okay, so what's the mode?
Mode 72, 90, 87, 6, and 90.
How do we determine the mode of a set of values?
The mode is the most frequent value.
Most frequent value. So Legende, which number do you see there the most?
90, miss?
Correct. So there are two 90s, and each of the other numbers, there's only one of each. Sorry. So Amari, please do question 66. And please ignore this chart. It's for number 67. So 66 is based on the numbers that we just saw. So jot these numbers down, Amari, quickly. You have something to write beside you?
Yes, miss.
So it's 72, 90, 87, 76, and 90. Okay? You have them?
Miss, I'm writing them down.
But you have to move fast.
Miss,
Mathematicians have to move
miss,
fast.
finish.
All right. So what is the median of the set of scores?
Miss, give me a second, please. I have to log onto a different device.
All right. Hurry up. Quick.
Okay,
Miss,
miss.
the median. Oh, Miss.
Hold
can I answer?
on. It's Amari's question.
Oh, okay, Miss.
You can post your answers in the chat in the meantime, scholars, and I'll read them afterwards. Remember, when you're posting your answers, put the number beside it. I don't want you to just put the answer. Say question 65, that's the answer, right? Question whatever, that's the answer. Ready again, Amari?
Miss Amari typed in the chat something.
Are you back? Okay, so he's saying 87. All right, and Madison saying 87. So they want the median. So we have to first put them in order, right? To get the median, we have to arrange them in order. So that would be the 72, 76, 87, 90, and 90 and 90 again. So 76 is the median. That's correct. So that's C, 76.
Miss, I mean 87.
Let me go back. Oh, 87, right? 87 is the median. All right, so we had the 87. So we have two numbers to the left and, gosh, this mouse. Two numbers to the left and two numbers to the right. So it's very important that we order them first for the median. And usually we put them from smallest to biggest. All right, so let's see. John, are you available for your question or should I give it to someone else? You're back? John, are you back? All right, Madison, 67.
67. How many stars did this?
Too late, sir. Too late, sir. Madison started.
Yes, you can read it.
All right, you want to give it back to him? You're lucky, says she kind, John. You're lucky, is a kind-hearted girl. All right, go ahead, John, 67. Okay. All right, so can you see the charts to the left?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so look at the chart, John. All right. In February. In February. So February, okay, that's correct. And Madison, this same chart is going to be for 68. So we're going to come back, right? So read the
Miss, I can read
question.
it from there.
But read the question. Oh, you could read it
68.
from where it was?
Yes, miss.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
68. Between which two consecutive months was the greatest increase in the number of stars the student earned? A. February and March. B. March and April. C. May and June. Or D. November and December. Between which two consecutive months was the greatest increase in the number of stars the student earned? A. February and March. B. March and April. C. May and June. Or D. November and December.
All right, what do you say, Madison?
Miss, February and March.
And what makes you say that?
Miss, because from February it started to increase, and then at March is where it peaked.
Okay, so the increase between February and March is from 4 to 9, which is an increase of how much?
5.
All right. May to June also has a steep increase. So it's from 3 to 7. How many? That's it add on.
4.
4. All right. So February to March is correct. An increase of 5. That's the steepest increase, the greatest increase. Back to Jer, 69.
Okay, miss. 69. What is the sum of a set of scores if their average is 85 and there are 5 scores? A 17, B 90, C 405, D 425. What is the sum of a set of scores if their average is 85 and there are 5 scores? A 17, B 90, C 405, D 425.
How would you approach this, Jer?
Miss, so what I would do, miss, I would try to implement the answer in the question. So I would add up the different answers them, then divide them by 5. Add up the different answers consecutively 5 times. No, not 5 times.
No, Jer. And this surprises me because we did exactly this on Thursday, didn't we? In class. If we know the total, how do we find the average? If we know the average, how do we find the total? Can someone help Jer with this? Who wants to help him? Hmm? Um, the most points. So how many did blue get? Um, which team scored the? No, I'm asking how many points. Okay, all right, that's correct. So that would be blue A. John 72. So red 4, blue 15, yellow 9. Yeah, that's correct. All right, so Madison 73.
73. How many mangoes did Farmer Clark produce in 2012? A. 2, B. 250, C. 500, or D. 1000? 73. How many mangoes did Farmer Clark produce in 2012? A. 2, B. 250, C. 500, or D. 1000? This I'm going to read the chart now because I couldn't see it before. The pictograph below shows the numbers of mangoes produced by 5 farmers in 2012. Miss, I can't see anyone.
Oh, so use the graph to answer items 73 and 74. So these are the farmers, and this is Clark here. And the key says the symbol of one mango represents 500 mangoes. And this is Clark. So the question is asking about Farmer Clark.
Miss, 1000.
All right. And why do you say 1,000?
Because one is 500 and there's 2 there. So 500 times 2 is 1000.
That's correct. So this is why am I circling 500? So this is a common mistake. Remember, you have to look at the key to see how much one symbol represents. So because you see one mango, it doesn't mean it actually represents one. You have to look at the key to see how much one represents. So one mango is 500 mangoes in reality. So 2 mangoes here would represent 2 times 500. Jer, question 74.
74. How many farmers produced 2,500 or more mangoes in 2012? How many farmers produced 2,500 or more mangoes in 2012? A. 1, B. 2, C. 3, D. 4. A. 1, B. 2, C. 3, D. 4.
Miss, can you go back?
Um, Want to see the question again now? Or how many farmers produced 2,500 or more mangoes? That's
Miss,
the
can I
question.
answer?
Hold on, let him think it out. How many
Miss,
farmers, Jer?
him or her?
Jer, wasn't it Jer's question?
Yes, miss. Wait, can I find?
Thought it was Madison.
Whose question was this a while ago? No, Jer?
Yes, miss.
Okay. All right. So Jerry looks like he needs some help. Go ahead, Legende.
Okay, miss. Miss, it was Farmer White. Since the key is one mango equals 500 mangoes, Clark has six. There are six mango icons in Clark's own. So that means 500 plus 500 plus 500 plus 500
In
plus 500.
Clark's, oh no, Clark has two.
White me what Mr. Miss White, I mean Miss White.
Okay. So white
So
would be 6 times 500, which is how much?
Miss 3000?
All right. So is he the only one who got 2005 or more?
No, Miss.
Who else?
Miss
Which one?
4000.
No, the person who has five.
Yes, Miss. I can't see their
Brown.
name because
Okay, so
something
this
is
is
blocking it
brown.
up.
This is brown. So 5 times 500 would be 2005. So it's two farmers got 2005 or more. So that would be B, two farmers. And so that was Jerry's question. So it's Legenday's question now. Let me read the top for you. The double bar
Okay.
graph below shows both the midterm and final examination scores of 5 students in mathematics. Only Anne's midterm score is shown. Use the graph to answer items 75 and 76. Can you read 75, Legende?
Yes, Miss. Number 75. Which student achieved the largest increase in score from the midterm to the final exam? A. John. B. Kim. C. Nyla. D. Peter. 75. Which student achieved the largest increase in score from the midterm to the final exam? A. John. B. Kim. C. Nyla. D. Peter. And Miss, I just want to put out one thing. I was going to say I have a friend named Nyla.
Okay.
Now let's
And
see.
the darker boxes or bars represent the midterm scores, and the lighter bars represent the final exam scores. So which student had the largest increase from the midterm to the final exam?
Miss, I have a question. Miss, did Anne
Madison?
not do any exam? Because she doesn't have anything there.
And
Yes,
well,
Miss.
apparently she just did the midterm.
Miss, I say Peter.
So he increased by Peter increased by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Yes, Miss.
John is close. John increased by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's correct. D, Peter. 76, Amari. Anne, Anne did she did exam, but they want us to tell them how much her score was. She scored her average was 70% for both. Yeah, her average. So how much did she score on the final? Nothing. If she scored
Miss, I don't
nothing,
know.
remember guys, we did this on Thursday, no, not Thursday, Wednesday, with when we're doing averages. How do you find the other score? If you know one score and you know the average, how do you find the other score? Multiply what? Okay. Multi- Multiply the 70 by 2 and then what? Hmm. So you multiply the 70 by 2 and you get 1. How much did she score in the, how much did she score in, all right, so she scored 80 in the midterm, all right. So her score in the midterm was 80, right? Her average for the 2 exams is 70%. So her total for both exams would be 70 times 2, right? Right? 70 times, because it's 2 exams. So if her total was 140 and one of the exams was 80, so the other exam has to be 140 minus 80. So she scored 60%. Yeah, she scored 60%. And if we want to check that now, so 60 plus 80, 140 divided by 2, that's the average, 70%. So that was Amari's question. So John, 77. John, take your time and read the letters, please. No, no rush. Okay, all right, 75%. Very good chance. All right, Madison, 78, and then we have 2 more questions. Can you see the question? Has Madison left the building?
Oh, Miss, I was muted. Sorry. Miss, when I touch my screen, my camera comes up so it blocks the side. 78. Anna has 5 $10 coins and 6 $20 coins in a saving pan. She takes out a coin without looking. What is the probability that Anna takes out a $10 coin?
Again?
78. Anna has 5 $10 coins and 6 $20 coins in a saving pan. She takes out a coin without looking. What is the probability that Anna takes out a $10 coin? A.
Options.
A 10/30th. B 5/11. C 10/20th. Or D 611. Miss 511
Why?
because there's 11 coins and there's only five $10 coins.
Okay, so 5 plus 6, so 11 coins, and 5 of them are $10 coins, so it's 511. Correct. GR number 79. The diagram below shows a spinner
Excuse
on
me,
a
Miss, can
color
I get a
wheel.
minute?
Sure. The spinner is represented by the arrow. All the sections on the color. Pardon me, John? Oh, okay. All the sections on the color wheel are the same size. Use the diagram below to answer items 79 and 80. Okay, John, do 79 for me, please. Why? It cannot be certain unless it's a 100% chance. It will be like, right, right. It's likely, but not certain. Once there are other things, it's not certain. Okay. All right,
Miss, I just
Amari.
realized there are 6 blues.
Okay. Amari, number 80, the last one.
Miss, aren't I supposed to go before, am I?
You weren't there. You asked for a minute off, right?
You didn't answer
All
me
right.
though.
Go ahead, Amari. I did. Which one is not a possible outcome?
Miss,
Give him a chance, please. Which one is not a possible outcome, Amari? Is it blue, green, red, or yellow? Why do you say red? All right, go ahead, Leshande. What do you say?
Miss Green.
Because,
Miss, because green is not on the spinning wheel.
correct. So there's no green, so there's not a possibility to get green, right?
Unless
Yes,
it's going to
Amari?
just magically appear.
Right. There is no green, so it's not possible for the spinner to land on the green. Madison, you said red. Why did you say red?
Miss, I did not see that there was red.
Okay. All right. So we agree that it's green. All right. So how was that session? We did 40 questions and we have 2 minutes, 1 minute to go. So we made
No, Miss Time
Miss,
movement.
it was good.
excellent time, didn't
Well, it
we?
was very nice.
Yes, we made excellent time. 40 questions.
40
All right.
questions in just like a the limited time. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
we
Miss,
have,
it's
so we're right up to the minute, pretty much.
It's not 1 minute left, miss. It's 2 minutes.
I
Let's
said
take
pretty much. Pretty much. And your clock and
pretty
my
much.
clock might not be in sync. So you don't know which clock I'm looking at.
Then which clock you're looking at, miss?
And you don't know if your clock is right and mine is wrong. Suppose mine is right and yours is wrong.
Miss, mine is always right.
This might be the
I
one time when it just starts to be wrong.
know it's 5:59.
So thank you, scholars, for being with me as usual. And I want to thank also the scholars in the chat. Kelisha, blessings to you. She's wishing blessings for everyone. Victor, Adina, everyone in the chat who are posting their comments, their answers. Thank you for your participation. And we'll see each other again on Monday afternoon
Yes,
when we do
miss.
our performance task. So, adios.
Later, alligator.
Legende would have to say something like Legende, what you plan to do for this Friday afternoon? Oh, it's okay. I know what you need to do, Legende. You and I
Yes,
know what you
miss.
have to do, right? Okay. So
Yes,
go
miss.
and get to it. Go and get to it, madam.
Yes, miss. Bye, miss. Love you.
Bye. Love you too. All right, guys. So let me play the schedule of our live classes so you'll know when to tune in for which session. Hello, CSEC math students. I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now, another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now, in this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC Math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything. Make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello, scholars. Did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand.